And I know from a mainstream perspective, all this can sound very fantastical when we're talking
Mm.
about star beings and all this kind of thing. But actually, this is becoming more and more commonplace. And so many of the healers that we have, they use very similar but different kind of methodologies. And the thing is, like, I suppose it's getting the body back into balance, I suppose, is what you're helping them achieve.
Yeah,
Uh,
that
right?
is one of their biggest things, is cleansing, balancing the chakras, clearing the auric field, pulling that in, removing parasites, attachments. They do that constantly. They're a big thing about removing anything away from us so that we are clear. For them, even for them to be able to make contact to you. There's different sides to the story. I have, touch wood, always been very lucky. Everything has been so positive.
Mm,
I've not come across anything that's, bad. And
mm,
it's always been good as far as I'm concerned.
mm,
I've worked with reptilians, and that's not been a problem either. My first encounter with extraterrestrials and star beings was a reptilian. He appeared in the room at the side of me, and he shapeshifted
mm.
from a Native American Indian that I was used to working with.
Wow.
And I'd been working with him for about 3 years, and then I was online. I was in a chat room. This is years and years ago. So you're talking about 2003, somewhere 2000.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy that was running the chat room said to me, can you do the meditation? I said, yeah. I went into the meditation, did the meditation. And he messaged me and he said, do you know what you've got at the side of you? And I went, yes. And he said, do you want me to leave you? And I said, yes. Oh my God, the feeling of unconditional love was absolutely amazing. It went straight into the heart center. I was crying. It's taken me from that period to now. Even now, if I talk about them, I will end up crying with them. The
Beautiful.
energy is just absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
That being will come. He will stand in my room. He
Yeah.
stands in the corner, and it's like he protects the whole room
Mm.
all the time.
Mm. It's amazing, isn't it? Because I know certainly in terms of the reptilians, and again, from a mainstream perspective, they don't necessarily accept the fact that there are other beings out there. But the reptilians tend to get a bad rap because, the assumption is that they're the more selfish ones. They're the ones who are kind of like driving things towards their own needs rather than for the greater good. But I do know that absolutely there are benevolent. It's like
Yeah.
same as any race, right? You've got
This is exactly what I say. It's like all races, there's good and bad in every single race.
you mentioned arthritis, okay? So
Yeah.
that is obviously something that a lot of the population struggle with. And
Mm.
to alleviate that is an immense thing.
Yeah.
Are there any other specific similar ailments that have been healed?
They have helped so many people.
Mhm.
As far as I'm not going to say it's completely cleared, because it's not. It alleviates and helps that problem.
Mhm.
I had a gentleman that had real major problems walking,
Mhm.
with a knee. He never had it operated on. He's still walking around today. I've removed lumps,
Wow. You see,
but I haven't done it. They've done it.
right. And this is the thing, because once you're tapping into this energy source,
Mm.
once that is channeling through you, miracles do happen. I mean, I've,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's like these things that are considered spontaneous remissions, where people come back from effectively the dead, and suddenly go through a miraculous healing, which takes place over a couple of weeks when the doctors had already written them off as dead. It happens.
It does happen. Yeah.